Welcome to another Health Tip Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. I am Dr. Kevin from Dr. Kevin's Wellness Clinic here in Lafayette. And on last week's show, I talked about the amazing compounds that can be found in mushrooms. And we discussed the health benefits of 5 different mushrooms. Well, today, I wanted to talk about bee products. Bee as in honeybee. You know, bees have been on this earth for 20 million years, and that means that they've figured out some pretty good survival mechanisms by now. Bees, for the last 20 million years, have been attacked by viruses, bacteria, mites, predatory animals, bears, and everything else that wants to eat them, their honey, and their other bee product. Bees have created some pretty amazing defense mechanisms that we can now tap into to help us reach a better level of health. So today I wanted to talk about 3 bee products that you should consider adding to your healthcare regimen. And number 1 is honey. Now everyone knows what honey is, but honey to the bees is what they use to feed their young. It's their baby food. The second product I wanted to talk about is royal jelly. Royal jelly is to feed the queen. So that's what mama eats. And she's the only one that eats it. And the third is propolis. Propolis is used like spackling by the worker bees. It's a patchwork product. For example, if you poke a hole in the beehive, they will patch it with propolis. It's a resin-like substance. For example, let's say a mouse crawls into the hive to steal some baby bees or some of their sweet honey. But immediately the bees sting it to death, which will happen, and that saves the hive. But now the problem is you have a dead mouse carcass there in your hive. And that's definitely not ideal. So the bees will completely surround the carcass with propolis, and it will mummify it, and it will never rot because of the powerful compounds and antibacterial nature of propolis. So propolis, royal jelly, and honey are truly amazing compounds. And we're going to focus on those 3 products today. Now, there have been thousands of studies, medical studies on bee products and their effects on metabolic disease, cancers, infections, viruses, and many other chronic conditions. So let's start with honey. And the first thing about honey is I'm not talking about the ultra-filtered, heated, processed honey from Walmart that also contains high fructose corn syrup, chemicals, and preservatives. I'm talking about local, raw, unprocessed honey. And honestly, there are so many benefits of honey. I only have time to touch on a few of them here. And the first one is wound management. Honey activates something called dormant plasminogen. And basically, it heals wounds faster than any traditional medicine, and clinical research supports this. Even if the wound is infective, honey has a powerful antibacterial property, so it heals wounds much faster. Number 2 is a prebiotic. Ingredients in the honey promote the growth of good bacteria by up to 100-fold, and it's been proven with almost all digestive problems, including GERD, ulcers, IBS, Crohn's, and many others. And 3 is Tulang honey has been shown to support healthy blood glucose, liver, and pancreatic function. And then number 4 is the cytotoxic effects towards cancer cells, meaning it kills them, including breast cancer, liver cancer, lung cancer, and many others. And then number 5 is the powerful antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and antiviral effects that it has on the body. Next on the list is propolis. Propolis has many of the similar effects as honey, but propolis has also been shown to have powerful antiparasitic, antibacterial, and antiviral properties. If it can keep a rotting mouse from affecting the hive, what do you think it can do for your bacteria and your viruses? It's been shown to be great for oral health, even can help things like cavities and bad breath and gum disease. Several studies have also proven that propolis has a major cytotoxic effect on cancer cells, meaning it kills them. It also has been shown very good for heart problems and just so much more. And then finally, we have royal jelly. Royal jelly is full of extremely powerful compounds. These compounds have been shown through studies to be antioxidant, meaning they reduce inflammation. They're anti-tumor, again, anti-aging, neurotropic, meaning they make nerves grow and become healthier, as well as many other benefits. Royal jelly is particularly good at female problems, PMS, menopause, infertility, hormonal balancing, and so on. This is due to the effect it has on something called oxymethylone-induced reproductive toxin. Now, you don't have to learn all that mess I did, but just know that what that means is that if you suffer with any hormonal or female issue, royal jelly might really be a life changer for you. Number 2 is that royal jelly is great for brain health because of the neurotropic effect. It's been shown to reduce memory issues, dementia, and aging. Age-related dementia, especially. Now, here's one major problem. Bee populations have been absolutely decimated. And by the way, without bees, we would all be in real trouble. Bees are responsible for the pollination of plants, which means fruits, vegetables, nuts, flowers, and much of our food supply. So what has decimated our bee population? Well, pesticides are a major one, and monoculture farming is another one. And that means having one huge crop for miles, such as wheat fields or cornfields. Bees really don't work well in that kind of a system. So please save the bees, support your local beekeepers every chance you can get. These people play a crucial role in society. I spoke with a good friend of mine, Brett, from Down South Bees for advice on some local keepers. And he mentioned a few that you guys can locate. One was Wright's Raw Honey from Nunu's Grocery here in Youngsville. They're out of Gaydon. Amazing honey. He also mentioned Carmichael's Honey, who, by the way, just announced their exclusive at Drug Emporium organic raw honey. So you may want to go check that out. I actually also get this one sometimes from Whole Foods. It's propolis and royal jelly together. My son had a very sore throat just last weekend, and I took some of this in a glass of warm water and dissolved it and added some local honey. It coated his throat, and the next day, he woke up and was fine. And I'll be honest with y'all, I was even blown away by how quickly this worked because bee products are new to me as well. So save the bees, eat their products, and reach a higher level of health. If you're out there and you're having health problems, don't keep putting it off. I wanted to invite you to call me at 983-CARE and set up a time we can sit down and discuss how my methods might be able to solve your health problems. That's 983-CARE. Thanks for joining me.